It's good to be here again, man. I know it's been a while. It's been a good hot minute that I have not been on here with y'all. But sorry. But before we continue, what do you think about this, huh? See, Homeboy's new room is awesome. Later on, we'll give you a good little tour about Homeboy's new room. We're not finished totally yet, but it's coming along. It's starting to look cool. So these lights and everything are Homeboy's little room. So see how it goes. But today's video, it's a good one. It's a request video. But let's see if Homeboy could guess who it is. So the first clue, Homeboy, it's someone who is green. No? Not yet? Alright, not yet. There's too many green characters out there. Someone who was born in Namek. He still doesn't know. Someone who's in Dragon Ball series.
Oh, yeah.
Who is it?
Piccolo.
Piccolo! Today is Piccolo, guys. I wanted to dress up as Piccolo and dress him as Piccolo, but two things happened. He didn't want to dress up Piccolo. I couldn't find the green paint. It was all messed up, so like, forget it. We just had to do the video. But, so, let's get started. Homeboy's going to count us out, and here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Hey, about the locals, how you guys doing, man? Today, it's another video, and today's video has been requested, like I said, and it is Piccolo. One of my favorites, not the favorite, but one of my favorites in Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball series completely. You know, he came out from the very beginning to the very end, and Piccolo's always been there. So, but really quickly, guys, before we start with this, I want to apologize because for some reason I don't have my original sketch on this drawing. I don't know what happened. So you see me starting with this video with a sketch already out there. I don't know what happened when I was doing the sketch. I don't know what happened to that video, but I'm sorry. I apologize because of that. But yeah, you at least get to see me, coloring and all that stuff. It's gonna be a short video, not gonna be that long. But again, guys, I do apologize for that. I don't know what happened to my sketch process in this video, but getting back to the video, let's get into it. The guy, the myth, the legend called Piccolo. All right, so before we could start, we can understand who is Piccolo. We have to go start from the very, very beginning to understand who is Piccolo. All right, because if we don't start from the beginning, then there's no point. So let's start off with the very beginning. So we start off going back to Dragon Ball when Goku was small. All right, and we start off there because that's where the Piccolo series come in. But before it was Piccolo, there was Piccolo Mao. That's another character. I will put a picture of them called Piccolo Mao. Later on, we will see they'll change the name to Evil King Piccolo or Demon King Piccolo. Now I want you to understand this because the word Mao first means Satan in the Japanese Bible. So understand this because the creator was going to make Piccolo Mao, as strong as possible. And Satan, in other words, somebody evil, somebody who wanted just to destroy, to kill. So that was the purpose of King Piccolo, okay? But, with the censors and everything, they changed his name from Piccolo Mao, and they just put him just King Piccolo. So, what's this got to do with us? Well, when King Piccolo or Piccolo Damao was on Earth, he made nothing but destruction. I mean, he was destroying everything on Earth. And then the thing is that um, there was Master Roshi's master. I forgot his name. And when Master Roshi was young, uh, saw that Piccolo Damao was so strong that they needed to seal him up. And it's like the where it's almost like the same seal where he does, I forgot what to call it, but he seals them in a vessel or stuff like that. Well, it's about the same thing, but this one he was sealed in a rice cooker for all things. So after a while, a character named Pilaf appears, and if we all know who is Pilaf, I mean, if you're Dragon Ball Z, you should know who is Pilaf. But he is the one who released Piccolo Demon, King Piccolo, back to and of course, out of them, it has to be Pilaf. Come on, man. So when he got released, he went off. He was an older man, so he went off looking for the Dragon Balls. And during that time, Goku found out and everything new. So they were training to defeat him. But he got the balls, and he wished himself to come back to a younger state. So he became younger to his prime age, and he was strong. He was able to fight. So then he was able to fight Master Roshi again. He was able to fight him, and he killed him. And I believe into today, even today's date, he's the only one who was able to kill the Eternal Dragon. He killed an Eternal Dragon. So look at the power that Piccolo holds. He killed an Eternal Dragon. So when Piccolo was still small, we're talking about he was still small. Piccolo goes up against evil Piccolo. Sorry. When Goku was too small, he goes up against evil Piccolo now, and he fights against him, and he's able to kill him. He just, but then he's trying to get the Dragon Balls, but the Dragon Balls were already used, as we all know it, and then they got destroyed. The Turn Dragon, Piccolo killed it. There's nothing to do, so he needed to go find a way to get the Dragon Balls again. So Goku goes up to heaven, and he meets hold on. He meets Kami. There you go, Kami. Kami, of course, as we know, he is actually the word Kami is supposed to be God. So as we know, so we got Piccolo, King Piccolo, which is supposed to be the devil. Then we got Kami, supposed to be God, and they both look the same. So there are, very powerful creatures here. But let me quickly correct this real quickly, because he is known as God, but he's only a guardian of the earth, so he's not an almighty, omnipotent God. There are different beings higher than Kami, all right? So we learn from that series, that episodes, that Kami has an ability to separate the evil from being good, because he can be God, good, and be evil. So he had to separate the good, the bad. So when he does that, and we go back to a flashback on the episodes where you see Kami doing this, and then the evil Piccolo comes out, and that's where Piccolo originally comes from. We could see another example that the creator of Dragon Ball does this when Majin Buu separates the evil and becomes Grey Buu. When they fight, Majin Buu wins Grey Buu, and then we know that Grey Buu defeats Majin Buu. But he separates the evil from the good. So again, they go to fight again, and then Piccolo loses again, and he gets killed. But before he gets killed, he releases an egg, and it's like a reincarnation, reborn again, and that's where we get Kid Piccolo, Piccolo Junior. That's where he comes out. The very small Piccolo that once we know in Dragon Ball Z now. So I'm kind of skipping real a lot, but after we see in Dragon Ball Z, we see that Raditz, another race from Piccolo, no, from Goku, um, comes to Earth and starts, making destructions. Now, this is the time where the first time ever Piccolo joins Goku, because remember Piccolo in his mind he thought Goku killed him, his old self. So King Piccolo, so he hated Goku, but he needed to join Piccolo. He needed to join Goku because Raditz was too strong by himself. So the fight goes on between them three, and we can see that's the point where Goku sacrificed himself, and he gets Raditz and holds him, and Piccolo does his special beam cannon. I think it is. I think that's what he does, and he kills both Raditz and Piccolo. But that's where oh no, Raditz and Goku, sorry. But that's where Piccolo then gets Goku's son named Gohan and starts training him from that point on. Because they're waiting for Goku's, another rival, which is, my favorite character, the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. So later on, Vegeta and Nappa arrive to Earth, and that's where we could see where Piccolo actually changes because he sacrificed himself to save Gohan. That's where, things change in Piccolo. Now, there's a lot of arguments what made that change, but truly, really, the creator never explained. But it was then when he was training Gohan for 1 year by himself. He was training Gohan. Now, Piccolo did say that Gohan was the only one who treated him like a regular, character, like a regular human. Maybe that's it. So, I mean, with this said, I gotta say this because people have said, well, how can King Piccolo from born from evil go to good? Well, see, the thing is, remember when King Piccolo died, he threw that egg out, and he was the offspring of King Piccolo. But his mindset, the reincarnation, the mind, it's from King Piccolo. So, but it's not the same being though. It's a different being, a different character now. King Piccolo died, so Piccolo Jr., which is Piccolo now, was born, but the mindset was still there. But that's why it was able to change because it was not pure evil no more. All right, homeboys, time out. Put a break on it. Take it easy right now. Take it easy. We will come back to the TV, the regular TV station pretty soon. But now, guys, I want to give everybody, thank you and a good hug, and big thanks to all of y'all for being patient with me. It's been a while that, like I said, that I have not made a video. It's just because I have a lot of things on my plate these days. It's been crazy. I have no time to make many videos. I have made drawings. I just have not had time to edit and do all this process. Like I said before, this is not my day job. I have a normal day job. This editing process and drawing process, all this stuff I think it takes more time to do all the editing process than the actual drawing process. And it's harder. It is harder for me to do it because it takes so much time out of my busy life. So I've been pushing it back. I want to get back to my schedule again. Maybe not every week. Try to do it every other week because it is hard to get every week a video down. But again, guys, thank you all for being patient. Thank you for staying with me. And hopefully you guys still liking this Piccolo drawing coming up. Let's go. Hope I make this clearly. Then of course later on we find out that Piccolo and Kami join together, and that's when we believe that the ultimate good Piccolo came out. At the beginning there was that good Piccolo, but the ultimate good, the one we see now, the babysitter Pam, the mentor and all this, the one we see now, the one Piccolo we know now today. It was after he joined with Kami, but it all started with Gohan. Gohan was the key to turn Piccolo to what we know now and love now. And something great and amazing. So, it's just not because you were born in an evil place or in a bad place, it doesn't mean you're gonna turn out evil. You see, we can see that in Earth, and that's why I like the story of Piccolo, because just because you were born poor, or just because you were born in a household that it was, your mom and dad were bad people, does not mean you're gonna be like that. You could change. You could be somebody great, good and greater, than your parents. And that's what the story of Piccolo is. That's where Piccolo comes from. The Piccolo comes that he was born evil, but then he changed. He was not the evil Piccolo. He was not the devil, known as the devil no more. He was able to change to, part of the Z team. The one who fought with them, the one who sacrificed his body, to save people, the one who's worried about human life in Earth. Back then, King Piccolo wouldn't even care about human life, but now we see this in Piccolo today. We could see the transformation in Piccolo, and that's a great message that I think the creators of Dragon Ball and series did in Piccolo, that no matter where you come out from, there's always a change, and you could always get better to what you want and what your final goal is. And it's an amazing storyline if you really want to study. Now, again, guys, I passed it like very fast. You could go way into more detail. You search it up in YouTube, and the Dragon Ball Z forums and stuff like that. Search it out, and you could see the whole storyline of Piccolo, and from the very original one I said to now where he is, and you go more into depth, and it's a crazy storyline. But that's the main storyline. That's like the basic storyline where I'm trying to get to you from point A to point Z, the shortest route, to get to point Z. And in the storyline where he was, born in evil, born in destruction, where he becomes, a defender on Earth, and that's amazing. That's why itself. I love Goku. Don't get me wrong. I love Goku, but he's not my favorite character. My favorite character is Vegeta and Piccolo before Goku, because Goku was, he was pure heart all the time. He was the good guy all the time. Yes, he defended Earth. He was a small brat when he was a kid. He was bad with Master Roshi, but again, he was a good guy though. He always had a pure heart. So you don't see that change. You only see that in two people, which I admire so much, which is Prince of all Saiyans, which is Vegeta, and you see that in Piccolo. In Piccolo, you see that you see those two changes, and that shows you that it doesn't matter again where you come out from. That does not, just because you were born from something does not make you that something. You could be better. You could be always have that thing, but you gotta find that one thing that will help you change your life. In this case, it was Gohan. Piccolo found Gohan. That one key thing that helped him change his heart was Gohan. And dude, you can see it in mostly any video, in different things, But if you find that one thing, I'm trying to think. I'm coming to the movie, The Grinch. This has to do nothing with the with the Dragon Ball series, but the Grinch his heart was 2 times smarter. But when he met Lady, what's it called? Little Lou, or something like that, the little girl, that's where his heart turned to change, because he found that one thing, and Piccolo find that one thing. Many is our kids that help us. Our kids are ones that is that one thing that will help us change. That one thing out there that we go from being this, and that will help us change. Whatever it is, I don't know what could it be, but that's the storyline of Piccolo now, guys. Now, guys, I really do appreciate all you guys, being here with me. But I was searching, Piccolos and stuff like that, and it's crazy because you know how many. I don't know why I researched this, but you know how many green characters, anime characters, cartoons are out there. The color green. I'm sorry. This is way out of topic, but I don't know how I came up to this when I was thinking about Piccolo. And the reason is because I was. No, I remember why. The reason is because I was, like I said in the earlier video, I was trying to get cosplay for this video. I was trying to cosplay myself and paint myself green and have the little antennas on my forehead and put a little robe and stuff like that. Something similar as Piccolo. Tried to get somewhat as Piccolo, but I couldn't get it. I didn't find what I needed to get. So sorry about that. So, but then my daughter said, "Hey, buy this big old paint, green," and it was, and we found one in Amazon. It was a huge bottle of green paint, body paint. And I'm like, no, that's too much. That's too much green. Why do I don't need that. I'm just gonna be, it's basically my hands and my face is what's gonna be showing, nothing much. She's like, Dad, you never know when you're gonna have more green characters. They're like, nah, there's not that many green characters. So then we research how many green characters are there, cartoon characters and anime characters. Dude, there's a lot. There's too many. So now I'm like, I should have bought that big old green paint because if I had to do more, I already have enough green paint. But that's a lot. I don't know. It just something stupid that came up to my mind. I wanted to tell y'all, but. Guys, it's been a privilege to be here with y'all guys. I hope you guys did like this video. If you have any suggestions left for me, anything you guys would like to see, let me know, and stuff like that. I am working on my own drawings, so you will start seeing those a little bit more. I'm just trying to get these drawings that they're already they already want me to do. They were asked for already. I'm trying to get these out before I put my own drawings. But yeah, hopefully you guys will like my old drawings, my own personal drawings, my own designs that's coming out pretty soon. So again, I'm not used to doing my own personal drawings. It's something I'm not used to. I always have to research the character I want to see, and kind of just get it. Now that I'm trying to imagine my own character on my own mind, it's a little harder, because you gotta think about body placement. You gotta think how the Hey, Vato Loco, what's up, man? I'm actually doing this take two, I guess, because the original video, the ending video, for some reason, it got lost. I don't know what happened to the video. I don't know if I recorded it or not recorded it. I don't know if I deleted it or not deleted it. I don't know, but it's not in my computer. It's not in my cell phones. It's not nowhere. So I'm like, yeah, I had to retake the ending video. So I'm doing it real quickly before the day's over. Try to get it done before the day's over. But again, guys, thank you for staying with me. Thank you for everything for this video. Hopefully you guys do like it. Hopefully it comes out nice. And this is again a shout out to somebody who left me a comment. I will put it up there for everyone to see this video. get done. All right. So let's get into the final section shots. Ready? At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.